evening, everyone. Welcome to the Wolf's Den. It looks like we did Moscow last time we were on Enlisted, and that was on Monday. So we're going to flip it. I've labeled this one Hold the Line. We're going to be the defenders because we're taking the fight to Berlin. I have some work I need to do on my radio squad and my flame trooper squad. It's a lot of work. The higher up your squad gets, like once you start unlocking like flame trooper level 2, and these guys I think are, yeah, radio operator level 2, it takes a lot of work in order to get these guys upgraded to the max, which is fair. You need to have something that gives you that kind of a challenge. So uh, let's just shut right up talking about that, and let's get into the mix. I think I do have to actually upgrade some of the stars and some of the perks and talents of these soldiers. So I will do that probably after the first match in Berlin because I don't think I've ever shown anyone on my stream doing that. So I'll be, I guess, one of the things for today. I am starting a little bit earlier today. I got the opportunity to, so figured let's get into it. Ooh, Strasse. That should be interesting. This one always kicks my head in a little bit. Alright, yeah, you guessed it, guys. It's me playing. What's the first trooper I'm going to grab? The engineer. Alright, so this one doesn't start in the normal spot on Strasse. This actually starts inward a little bit. Is this a new? Oh no, this might be the same. Okay. Let's get my... You know what? I'm kind of feeling like... I don't know where to put this darn thing. Can I get it up here? Yeah, alright. Not exactly the best place to put this, but I'm going to do it. Notice that artillery, eh? That artillery's in the reinforcement path. Not on the point. So they're confident they're going to hit the point. They want to take out the reinforcements going. Which they're probably going to do. I gotta get into the fight here. Okay. So, let's see if I can skirt it. Yeah, artillery comes down. Alright. Yeah. Alright, my friend. Looks like it's just you and me. Oh, I just got explosion packed. Okay, we're in. Ooh, we're not in. Oh, wow. Okay. Woo-wee! Holy shit. It's gonna be one of those days. Oh my god. What the hell's wrong with my guy? Oh my goodness. So, this is gonna be one of those shining examples of losing. Potentially. They just cleared us right out of there. Look at that. Nice job on them. Okay. So, that was a little on the rough side. Yeah, okay. Whew. Ouch. I'm not used to getting kicked out of the control point in, like, what, 3 kills? They got a smart team, though. Very, very smart team. I really didn't have a choice. I had to rush into that. But here's to hoping that our troops fight at least a little bit of a rearguard action. I gotta get this rally point up. This one is defensible. Is it perfect? No. But it is defensible. Ooh, they got a tank. Okay. Well, we are going to try. The bigger question to me is, where is that tank? That kind of worries me. Here's to hoping my team recovers. First control point loss is not the end of the world. It'll happen. Hey, you know, and it could be a win or loss. Every game has the chance to be one end or the other, obviously, but for me personally, I don't worry too much if I lose the first one. I do like to take as many casualties as I can off the enemy team, obviously, to make it easier for us to hold the second one, or at least cost them enough that, you know, eventually through attrition, which is basically what invasion is, through attrition, that we're going to succeed. So, do need to find. I can hear it. Ooh, shit. I hear the tank, I just gotta find the tank. And hopefully survive the encounter. There it is. You guessed it. Good old soul here. Good old soul, one less tank. Yeah. Wow, I'm actually shocked. You know, you guys have watched me enough times to know that usually poor old soul taking on a tank equals one less trooper, but I got lucky, I guess. Shit. Now, what I'm trying to do here... Oh, there is another tank. Wow, you took an inordinate amount of bullets. Alright, so obviously I'm going to need another kill squad. I call it kill squad. Those are my guys that have some means of anti-tank. Because you can see, or hear... Yeah, I see it. Okay. Let's bring out the dream team. Woo, holy crap. They're just wiping us out there. Okay. Dream team's coming in. Son of a gun. Oh my god. Wow. Well, guys, unfortunately, I think you're going to see a bit of a rickroll here. I'm trying, but it doesn't matter how well you play if your team doesn't work with you. Oh my god, look at that. Tank's right at the... Yeah, and he took it out. Ouch, ouch, double ouch. Yeah. There's a very high possibility this one's going to be a quick one. Which I apologize for. I'd like them to be more entertaining, but I'm sure just like any game you guys watch, you're going to see wins and you're going to see losses. And we're unfortunately not starting this off on a good foot. They're very coordinated, and there's nothing I can do about that because, you know, I can only go so far as my team can take me. Oh. Yes. Got its track. Got the tank. Well, at least on the upside, I can rest assured that I've caused some armored casualties at least. Oh. Yep. Should have been switching to my driver instead of my, Oh, wow. Yeah. Jesus. Instead of my poor commander there. Alright, well. If for nothing else, let's hope we cause enough casualties to at least make this kind of fun. Yeah. Losing 2 control points that quickly that's a little disheartening. But I'm gonna stay positive. Hopefully, maybe we can at least get sort of back in this fight. That's what we need. We just need a little bit of a get back in the fight, kind of regroup, and we might be able to do this still. You know, nothing's impossible. I've won and lost games in some weird ways. Alright. Yeah, okay. So, let's get an engineer in. I'm gonna need a rally point. Yeah, I don't know if it's like bots that we have on our team mostly or what, but it is not a very coordinated defense. Yeah. Yeah, I have a very distinct impression that I have a bot team, and I'm the only poor human. Which is unfortunate because, you know, I don't mind it if it's a bit of an even split, but when I have to carry the load myself, yeah, it's hard. So, we'll build this rally point and hope I can at least defend for a little bit and then get us some experience for my squads. I think there's one more human on my team, but it's hard to say for certain. Jesus. Yeah, they're good. They know what they're doing. Unfortunately, there's only so much I can do here. Whew. I was lucky that I did that. Nuts. Crazy, crazy, crazy shit. I hear a tank. It's obviously not ours. Nothing better, dude. Oh yeah, he's looking for where our fucking rally points are. Unfortunately, where I got this streaming thing, I can't see where the hell I just hit him. Good enough for me. One less tank. The satisfaction of knowing I at least took out someone's tank. Whew. Oh shit, that guy snuck around me. I bet you they have a tank down in the point. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay. Well, that was a little fun distraction. I at least caused some havoc. I like causing havoc. Alright, well, hey, I'm causing casualties. So there's that. Yeah, this is quite hilarious. I honestly think it's a bot team, so I'm going to get an inordinate amount of kills compared to the rest of my team. Lose, probably. You never know. I could hold them off. They could get cocky or try and, you know... I've seen that happen actually once. It was quite hilarious. I swear they were just trying to farm kills, and it ended up costing them the match once. I don't think that's going to happen this time. They were way too coordinated taking me out. So, I can't see them, screwing this up. If they do, it would be probably a new record for me. Still gonna have fun while I can. Whee! When in doubt, chuck lots of grenades. My namesake trooper. No, not the control point. Must get back there. I like how it says we are winning. We are not winning. This game does not know what the definition of that is. We are being farmed, is what we are. Although I am a bit surprised. We actually are... Maybe my bots are holding their own. Who knows? Oh, here they come now in force. Woo-wee! Yeah, alright. Yeah, this is where we lose this control point. Now I got booted out with my troopers there. Alright, boys, come on. Oh, no, 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 I didn't see that guy there. Shit. Yeah, causing casualties. Make it count, baby. Woo-wee! Oh, I feel like the tank is actually finally there. Oh my god, it is. That's so funny. Shit. They brought the tank down. That's hilarious. Wow, yeah, look at that. Just killing us. Alright. It is quite hilarious that that tank is down there. I might be able to take it out if I can get around it. It's going to be where things get a little bit, oh shit, testy. First things first, infantry support needs to go. Got it. Alright. So that kind of needed to happen. That's good. I feel like there's another tank. My god. You know, it was a nice peaceful day in the garage until... Oh my god. Woo! Apparently I'm having one of those moments where all of a sudden I can't hit anything. There we go. The moment has passed. You know what? I'm actually okay with that. That was a wild run. Oh, I might get this guy back up? Oh, no way. Oh, no one noticed me. Please don't notice me. Please don't notice me. Oh... Someone finally noticed me. Flame Trooper Squad, let's go! Oh my god. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, you have no idea how much I'm holding on by the skin of my ass here. Twice they've brought tanks down into this point. They've brought everything. Flamethrower troops. It's just been... Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. It's been hell. But then again, war is hell, right? You know? Famous saying in Fallout. Hey boys, can I interest you in toast? Fuckers. Woo! Alright, I have a slight amount of, I don't want to know if I want to call it confidence yet, but some reason, and I don't know why, but we're holding. We are somehow holding. I wonder if it's because they're at the advantages they had up top, because I couldn't do armored support combined with this. Might be why we're still alive, I don't know. And it's not like I'm using top tier weapons either, like seriously, this is a VG2. This is like beginning level game shit. But that's why I like this game, because you know what? A bullet is a bullet, as they say. So... I wonder if it'll piss the enemy off to know that they're being absolutely annihilated by entry-level shit. Okay, let's do that. Oh my god. This is wild. Wild! Alright, don't care. Do not care. Holy shit. I don't know how I'm still alive, guys. They're down to 173. You know, my top tier troops are actually are the ones that are doing so great, but my tryhards are. Alright, so let's get some fucking mines put out. I got the troops for it. Yeah, bouncing Bettys are going to be your best friend now. No. Well, Tony, if you're watching this, you're getting to see I was very despondent, but you know how I said, you can sometimes win games that you think you're 100% going to fucking lose, and pardon my language, but I think we're going to win this one. And it's not on me. I think we have had help, so I think some of my team actually became not bots. Woo! Alright, that's okay. Just got to get these guys in. They're down to 16. That's incredibly crazy. Actually, let's get the radio squad in. Okay. It also has definitely helped that I have had that rally point. Oh god, no, 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 not this. No! We're doing good. We can't let you guys take this. Damn it. Come on, come on, come on. Get on the point. Get on the point. Ah, shit. Alright. Okay, so 159. That's not bad, actually. I was actually trying to be confident that we were gonna hold that one right till the end, but I guess not. Ooh, wrong guy. That's gonna have to do. I don't even know why I'm building a sandbag. If they get to this point where they can take it, we're done. So we're close though. 144. It's not bad. 116. Yeah. Let's get in there. This particular case, I'm going to try and park my squad. And just, so they can come in from a couple of sides. So the key is now to try and, just gotta hold them off just a little bit longer, guys. Whatever means necessary. Oh shit, hi. I'll do it with bolt action, I'll do it with fucking, you name it. I'm not giving up. I never did. I might have sounded despondent, but I wasn't giving up. I was just like, oh shit, man, we got kind of screwed. But whew, all right.
The enemy has started capturing the control point.
Ouch. Oh shit. Oh, come on, boys. Oh. No, 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 no. Shit.
The enemy pushed us back.
Alright, now we're in trouble. Again. Okay, That did not go according to plan. They really didn't have much left, but they still managed to really push that one quick. You know what, the problem is if some of my guys are NPCs, they cluster up, and those explosion packs wipe them out. So we are down to the last point. Okay. Let's try at least here, folks, shall we? Excuse me, sorry. Gotta try and make him work for it. One last time. Woo.
The enemy is trying to take the control point.
Oh, come on, guys. We can do this. Do they have, like, infinite troops?
The enemy is rushing the control point.
Whew. Oh, come on. Woo-wee. Boy, that would have been really inconvenient. Holy shit. We're gonna do it. And you're the last out, buddy. Oh, maybe I am. That's a grenade. Holy shit. Oh, clutch. That was clutch. Unreal. 18 troop orders and 9 weapon orders. Apparently I was the best everything. Well, how's that for an epic start? 222. Unreal. That was a hard carry, if for nothing else. Whew. All right. Wild. Absolutely fucking wild. Oh. What a time to capture that, too. Oh, man. I'm still in just, like, disbelief. I was, again, I was playing it. I'm like, well, sorry, guys. Gonna have to show you a loss, but it happens. But, keep your chin up, because sometimes you can win it and everything else. And holy crap, did I ever live up to that. All right. Let's get us... no, you know what? We'll get a 3-star guy in there. Okay. What kind of gun do we want to use? You know what? I like the VG. I don't use it often enough, so we're going to use that one. It's not like this is... Yeah? Wow, okay. I apologize in advance, guys. There might be some issues on this stream because I think there's I know they did a big update, and a lot of the times what'll happen is during a big update there's sometimes connectivity issues and server issues. You saw that right near the end of that. So I am sorry. If it continues, I'll probably have to drop the stream and then just try again later. But we'll carry on. We'll try. All right, let's get another one in there. keep the winning streak alive. Wow. That was incredible clutch. Right to the end of the right to the end and right to the wire. That's going to be one to clip for sure. And they were good. I give so much kudos to that Soviet team. Amazing. Like for those first two control points, they had us dead to rights. I think they got kind of screwed over though, because without that armored support, in like they had they did get tanks down, so they had armored support just in a kind of unique way. But yeah, with that armored support that they had, they steamrolled us. I had nothing to counter it. I had to go in my tank once, and I couldn't keep doing that because, as you guys saw, I also had responsibilities of trying to keep us alive at the actual capture point. So it's a difficult balance when you have to basically choose between, do I want to try and take out this big armored behemoth that is ripping my troops apart, or am I going to go and try and hold them off at the control point? So sometimes you make the right decision and sometimes you don't. That's just how it works. So there's a kind of cool thing you can do here, which I'm going to. A lot of the times people don't notice this. So long as they don't see you spawn, you're usually okay. We're actually just here in a different way for that invasion. Hermann-Göring-Strasse leads right into the Chancellery. So, alright. Rally points up. Yeah, it doesn't really look... A lot of the times they'll look close to the sides, but they won't look and see that that one's there. So you can kind of be a little sneaky. The other thing I hate about Conquest is that there is a long lag time for capturing, so the action kind of dissipates, I guess. Huh. Where did the guy go that was in here? There was a guy capturing Bravo. Alright, whatever. Come on, troopers, get in. So I guess I'll go towards Charlie. I hear tanks, machine gun. I tell you, if there's one thing other games have taught me, you learn really quick the sound of other weapons. You know what's being shot at you, or like I said, I'm like, oop, I hear a tank. It's because the tanks' machine guns make such a distinct sound. Woo! Ooh, apparently. Oh shit, hi. Can I interest you in some bullets? No? You sure? They're free. Oh. I gotta remember to crouch. Because machine guns used to be kind of not OP. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? No, OP probably is the right word. They were, you could just walk with your machine guns and just annihilate things. I'm not gonna lie, that is cheese. That is so Call of Duty-like, it's not even funny. So, they made it that your bullet spread, if you're running with the gun, is just all over the map. Can you still do it? Yes. Absolutely you can. I will annihilate people by firing from the hip. But, if you want real accuracy with this thing, you really got to lay down. Or, at least, you know, crouch to make it more stable. Okay, so there is a tank, and we all know what my favorite thing to do in this game is. So, I got my bomber equipped. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go tank hunting. And also hope that nobody notices me and shoots me, which might not happen. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, I see you. No, you must. There. Stay down. I need to kill a tank. I don't have time for your shenanigans. I want to find the tank. Sorry, sir. SKSMESE, or whatever your name is. Ooh, no! No. One of the few times you won't see me swap to the soldier because I want to try and get this guy back up. He is my bomber, after all. I don't hear the tank anymore. Oh no. There it is. It is on fire. We surprisingly have 2 tanks. And this thing is still alive? Oh yes, sorry, I forgot. This is a T-34, so naturally it is... Yeah, there we go. Done. Okay. That tank is out of the equation. We got our Panzer IV House J there. Good. Okay, back to shooting and killing things. It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna go from 222 kills to like 30. But Conquest is not high kill. It never is. Because you spend so much time running between points, you have limited amount of squads, so you can't do... Like, I could not do the kamikaze suicidal things that I do on that last one because I have a finite amount of squads, which I think is accurate. Ow. Okay. Cool. No, that's good. We're doing good. We're in good shape. And, you know, the key is now not to take that for granted that we're in good shape. So I'm going to play cautiously. I'm going to play smart-ish. We do have a definite lead on this, but, you know, the one thing about Conquest I found is you can get sloppy, and then all of a sudden all that advantage that you have goes away. One guy left. Oh. Woo! He was better at the snapshot than I was. Yeah, and see what I mean? Look, they're being smart. They've pushed Alpha, and they've taken Charlie. I can't bring artillery on their heads because... Oh, I heard them. Because the main points that are being contested right now are indoors. So... Woo! No! Bad time to have to reload. Mein Gott! Alright. Feeling better. You know what? I love all the automatic weapons and everything else, but there is something so satisfying about using a bolt action. It's the dawn of firearms, really. You know, there was muskets, but the modern war was fought with bolt actions. Needle rifles and all that stuff. It's crazy. So... It's actually, so to answer your question there, yeah, so if you notice, I've got, and thanks for stopping by the way, so, I've got another set of troopers. I got 5 other troopers in my squad, so if this guy gets capped, or he even gets down but not out, just directional, and see, I'm on a different guy now. So yeah, you have, the AI is controlling the troopers in the squad that I'm not actively using. But as soon as one guy dies, if I have someone else in my squad, yeah, it's like having extra lives, basically, is what it is. That's why I like it. So, you know what? I'll get one guy killed. Well, you'll see. I was gonna say I'll get one guy killed for you, but that's easy to do in this game, because bullet's a bullet. But yeah, that's what I like about it is, you know, you got extra chances, so you can screw it up because some games you play. You know, you accidentally get yourself killed because you make a stupid mistake, like in PUBG, and don't get me wrong, I like PUBG, but one stupid mistake in that 20 minutes that you just played was worthless. At least in this, you know, you've got a couple more chances. And you also get to, oh yeah, see, okay, so he's dead. See this screen here? I'm gonna grab my the next trooper. Now, it is a little bit glitchy. There are times where I actually wanted this guy. Where is he? But it gave me the other guy for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I like it too. I think that's what sold me on this game, is it allowed me to have a little bit of forgiveness, which you need for some shooters. Because other ones, the learning curve and the forgiveness in the game is extreme, right? You have to be a sucker for punishment at times. Oh. Woo! Oh, I set of bullets. Alright, let's get these guys in. Yeah, they can be. Absolutely, Battle Royales can be brutal. I like them still because there is something about it. Like, you've always got something to learn. The things I learned playing PUBG and other games like that is, I've translated into here. Like, I notice I pay close attention to sound, so that way I know what guns I'm facing. Because, you know, if I hear someone's got a submachine gun and I happen to have a guy with a rifle, I'm like, alright, that's fine. I'll just see if I can try and engage him at longer range, or at least I know he's there. Oh, and you have a guy around the corner like that. And there we go. Yeah, no, I love the Battle Royales too. A little bit of brutal craziness is okay. There we go. Yeah, we had a competent team that time around. Unlike the last one. Holy shit. Watch this stream earlier and you'll see insanity. I had a hard carry I had to pull off. Alright, more weapon orders. That's always nice. So Berlin's been good to us. Let's go flip the campaign like I always do. Normandy or Tunisia? Yeah, let's go Tunisia. We're probably going to end up getting destruction, which is a... Counter-Strike meets this game, is what it is. I don't mind it. It's just a little nuts at times. We'll see. We will see. I don't mind carrying every now and then, but... that was the first game of the night, so it's a little bit hard because my brain is not... I find that when I play certain FPSs, I need a match or two to kind of get warmed up and get the groove, especially if the night before I played something else. And I had to do a hard carry on the first board, and I'm still feeling it. My body is still like, holy shit. Alright, so we are defending the bomb site, and it's only one, so this is good. This is going to be a choke point for them. When you have two, it's a blessing and a curse. Yeah, you have twice as many that you can defend, but also if you have a primarily AI squad with you, they are not as apt at defending both points. So I shouldn't have to be too concerned about building my rally point in some fancy spot. I'm opting for an open one just for a faster ingress into the bomb point. So let's see what kind of team I get this time. We got a submachine gun crew coming. Yeah, I've got to open all the windows. Yeah, that's a Sten for sure. And that'll learn you to open a door and a window. And there is an age-old tradition that I have in this game, is just use fucking high explosives everywhere. Oh, there's a tank. Oh, I didn't reload. That was a mistake. Yeah, I gotta get that tank out of play. And that's the thing, too. You don't have to wait till your guy's dead to flip. Just grab another trooper. In this particular case, I'm going for one of my guys that's got a det pack. Holy shit, 2 tanks. Ooh, this is complicated now. Shit. Well. Okay. 2 tanks with infantry support. That's bad. Oh, good. The advantage is that artillery just blinded those tanks temporarily. Oh, but he had a troop. Okay. Okay. We got a good match of it. Thanks. Appreciate the support, as always. And appreciate you stopping by. Enjoy your game. That's one I haven't tried yet. But it's on my list. Let's get in here. Oh my god, come on guys. Holy crap. Woo-wee! Wow. So this is going to be one of those cases where... Oh boy. Yeah, they're smart. Very, very smart the way they played. And unfortunately, the side effect is right now... Yeah, I get it, boy. I get it, get it. We're gonna try and defend you. I don't know what that NPC was doing. Alright. Oh, that worked. It worked. I'm gonna have to check out that chat read later because we got quite the firefight happening right now. I was able to look over every now and then, but unfortunately, I gotta be kind of sharp and on point right now. Alright, so, let's do this. Got it. Alright, there we go. Tanks have played right like that. That guy was like, you want to see a smart tank driver? What those guys were doing right there. That was a perfect shining example of a smart tank driver. They had the right angles. And they were getting us as we reinforced. So, yeah, they played that smart to the point. We got a bit lucky there because my team managed to take out one of the tanks in such a way that it actually gave me cover to get to the other one. So now the key is for me to do the same thing, because I got to try and stop the stream of them coming in. Ah, son of a gun. That's okay, they did good though. Engineering squad. We're like just a hair trigger away from them having that charge go again, which actually I don't mind. You just got to get in there. Yep, alright, there we go. So now, see right there, that is smart. These guys move their troops. Try and intercept my reinforcements. Boom. Alright. And good, we disarmed it again. Alright. It looks like, ladies and gents, we got a fight of this, but we got a good crew on our side. There's a good crew on both sides. Not gonna lie, I always give kudos to the opponent. You have to. Respect your opponent, or, you know, be absolutely owned by him. Oh, melee guy. No! Alright, let's get the flame trooper guys in.
The enemy is setting explosives.
Thanks, I appreciate that compliment. Yeah, I try and be a little bit of a goofball, that's just who I am. I'm not gonna just sit there and be like, and I'm taking the control point and look at this. No, fuck that. Shit goes down in this game, and you gotta, you know, make sure people are aware of that. Whew. So, oh, I feathered that bomb. Well, that sucked. So occasionally I have the unfortunate distinction of being the worst grenade thrower of all time. If you have watched anything that I've done, you'll know that. Alright, come on guys, we gotta get in. No! Oh my god. Woohoo! Oh, serious business on that bomb point. Our team's doing well, but I have a funny feeling they might actually get this one. Oh, no, we're disarming it. We got someone in there. Shit. Damn it. I got it. Okay. The unfortunate side effect of that is the amount of points they get is retarded. So where's my engineer? Oh, never mind. I feel like, is there a tank that I didn't know about? Oh, there is. You know what? I heard the sound, and I was trying to figure it out. Yeah, and it was a fucking tank. Instinct sometimes is right, so... Oh, and done. Okay. Oh, this is a split one. Well, shit. Okay, so this is going to be kind of funky. I've never had to defend it when one was in one place and one was in the other, so... This is going to be one of those moments where I'm going to have to make the decision and say, you know what? I'm going to pick this one. This is the one I defend. So, the infamous adage, this one is mine. There's many like it, but you can't have this one. Let's get a rally point set up. Yeah, that one that's across the bridge, I'm going to just have to hit the F it button on and be like, nah, you know what? You guys can have that. I want this one here. Because I have to choose where I build a rally point, and each player can only pick one rally point. So, that's why it's nice if you play with someone on a group. When me and my wife play, that's what we do. Both of us, the second we start, both an engineer, and we try and pincer where we put the rally points. So that way we always have one available. Wow, he just snuck right in there. Okay. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh, buddy, you should have stopped me first. Whew. Okay, the serious business now of defending. And again, they're setting the explosive in the other spot, and I could care less, to be completely honest. This one's the one I have to defend right now. This one goes, then I'm screwed because my rally to set up another rally point would take too long. And actually, you know what? I really should build an ammo box somewhere. Engineer. So I don't do this every time, but I have a feeling this is going to be a long-term engagement here. So I'm actually going to build an ammo box so that way I can refill. Because troops are really limited in their ammo. Like, look at this guy. I've got 6 ready to go, and I've got 6 more clips, and that's it. It sounds like a lot, it's not. And one of the bugs in the game that I don't know if they fixed it yet, but they were working on it, is the inability to pick up enemy weapons. You used to be able to, but it got goofed up. So now you can't. And that's huge. Yeah, so we lost that one. That's okay. Now, once again, they're going to be clustered trying to get this one. And I hear a tank, and it's not ours, because I don't see a symbol on the map, so that means, once again, You know, oh, wow. Good shot, buddy. That was my kingdom for a frickin'... There we go. Got it. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna say my kingdom for a tank. And just give me 5 seconds so I can check my stream manager. Alright, awesome. There we go. I always like to just double check and make sure the stream actually looks good when you're viewing it, because I did have a couple of times where I had some audio issues, and I had one time where I had video issues, so forgive me if you see me occasionally look. I just like to make sure that it's actually looking and sounding okay. Alright. So we're still in this one. They're dropping artillery on us, but that's not the end of the world. We're inside of a building. I have absolutely no idea what that guy's doing. You alright, buddy? You alright? You gonna do? Alright, fine. Can't let him have all the fun. Probably not the wisest use of ammo, but hey, you know what? It's just a game. Gotta have a little fun with it. Alright. Are they seriously not coming to contest this? Alright, little defensive depth. Let's see if I can kill them before they get close. They're dropping artillery again. Oh, they're down there. Oh, there is someone up there. Wow, okay. You can tell they did an update on the server because there's shit glitching out. That's actually funny. His body did all Twilight Zone. Woo. No! This gun's not historically accurate at range, but that wasn't too bad. Alright, let's get the preemie squad in here. They have to earn their keep. 694. We're okay. We're in good shape in terms of they haven't even gotten close to make an attempt to bomb. And they're not, it's weird, they're coming in staggered now. I love this gun. It's a crying shame it's not an unlock. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where did that come from? Oh! Woo! Wow. Well, I'll give him credit for taking us out on the hill. Now I think they're starting to make a fight of this. Yep. Alright. No worries. Let's get the my actual submachine gun squad in here. Ooh, alright, they came in. I'm not gonna lie, I might consider naming some of my Italian troopers after the Mario Brothers, just for the shits and giggles of it. Because I think nothing would be more badass than being on the stream and it's like, Luigi has killed. No! Ah, shit, he got the grenade out anyway. It's the one thing I love about the Italian submachine gun, it's very stable. Holy crap. Whew. Oh, 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 that's bad. That's why that's bad.
The enemy is setting the charge.
Wow, holy crap. It went from nice and calm and quiet to a little bit crazy there. Ah, shit. Oh, oh. Fuck. You and those stupid... Thanks, giving me a run for my money here. Oh, they got smart again. My God. Oh, come on. No. Well, that goes to show you best laid plans. And all it took was that one tank to cut off my supply. Yeah. Shit. Oh well. They got that point. Now we're down to the next two. The only thing that sucks is, unlike Invasion and such, when they capture, look at the amount of tickets they get. They went from having, what was it, 400 and change to 800 again. So that makes it a little bit challenging to try and take out the enemy. But we'll soldier on. We clutched that one in Berlin, so there's no reason to think we can't pull that off. It's just, it is harder for destruction, for sure. I think the biggest problem is we don't have good hard counters. We need somebody who is in a tank at all times. Yeah, look at that. They're mining the other one. These ones are so divided, it makes it very, very hard to, I guess you could say, be strong in both spots. So, well, hey, you know what? We give it our best. Sometimes our best ain't good enough, but we're going to try. Yeah, and see, look at that. Because they're so far away, I have to make those tough choices. I have to be like, which one am I going to defend? Now, if my team was smart about it, we would all think the same thing and do the same thing and decide, you know what, let's defend this one, but it is what it is. I think if I can keep my engineer alive, I'm going to see if I can try and make it a death trap. Oh, we got tanks now on our side, so it's nice to see our team has maybe potentially got this figured out. Oh, shit! Woo-hoo-hoo! What the hell were you doing, buddy? He didn't set the bomb. He was there as a fucking... Oh, oh! Oh! Oh, that was rude. Holy shit. Okay, so that was on me. I really should have checked to see if there was anyone else left in that building, but I did not. And that one got bombed. Oh. Well, that was crap. See, I gotta figure out how to take it off of that mode, so I don't know if you noticed, but my guy gets all, like, side-eyed with his gun. I gotta figure out how to stop that from happening, because I can't count the number of times that's almost gotten me killed. Or it has gotten me killed. Alright, I'm gonna have to hope my guys can... Nope. I was gonna say hold the line, but... Can you guys please defend me? Is that asking too much? I need an engineer, because what I want to do is I want to lay a whole shit ton of barbed wire in here, at least make them, slow them down a little bit before they take it. Alright, so, that's our tank. Good. So we need defensive depth. I need to get it so I'm killing them and we're holding them off before they even get to the damn thing, because that's what's killed us the last couple of times, is they've gotten to the point, they've gotten a tank in our way or something along those lines, and then that's it, it's game over. So... This gun is not made for long-range engagement at all. I like it, but it's only 6 shots, right? And they're not very strong. Sometimes you get lucky, but... There we go. Thought I heard it. Better to deal with the problem now. Oh, I feel like... Oh! Crap. Alright. Oh, I might have a guy close enough. Holy artillery. There we go. I pride myself on taking out tanks. There we go. I don't care if I lost that guy. Sometimes you have to not give a rat's ass if you lose your trooper. You gotta sacrifice him for the greater good. And that's exactly what I did. And the good thing is we still have, I think, 1 tank up. Oh no, we got 2 still. That's fantastic. See, that's the key now. We get our armored out, they're gonna have to try and dig us out. That'll be a nice change. So, I'm gonna bring some... I don't know exactly where they are. It's nice if our team actually marks things. I told my squad, I parked my squad in there because I don't want them in the point in case they accidentally get, you know, ooh, grenaded or something. Although they're still doing a good job of clustering right up. You know what? I know the Allies get really good weapons, but I would not trade anything for that. Those Italian submachine guns are wild. I love them. The light machine gun choices, not so much. I like unique weapons, but man, I tell you, my kingdom for an MG34 in Tunisia. Well, we're making them work for it. Oh, get out of my way, guys. You know, some days the NPCs that are on my team get me killed more than the enemies that I'm facing. Oh, I saw that grenade, buddy. Whew, all shell-shocked. Don't care. Pray and spray. I kept them, their heads down. Making them work for this. There's no free lunch in this fucking world. Alright, good, good. Whew. I should really bring my snipers in. I haven't yet. What I'd love to know, though, is why I got guys across the way there, in the water, doing nothing. Woo. Okay, so, long way around. They're being smart. They're flanking. Oh, shit. Ooh, hey, it worked! I thought I was dead. We all know me and explosive packs do not always get along. Oh. I didn't realize my gun wasn't loaded. Holy shit. Man, I tell you though, they're good. When they push, they don't fuck around. You know what? I'm gonna bring these guys in for the sake of... I got an SMG guy in there. And right now what I need is some real close range fucking get out and go firepower. Yeah, you know what? Kudos to the Allied team. They are making this a fight. And they are very potentially going to still win it, but we have to try. Okay, this particular case, let's fucking clear the top. Woo-wee! Oh, buddy, you got blown into little tiny pieces. Oh, enemy grenade, get out of there. Fuck. If we can disarm this, it at least buys us some breathing room. Oh, we almost disarmed it. Come on, guys. Oh. Knife is out like Counter-Strike. Shit. Almost had it. Yeah, fuck. Whew. Alright, no worries. We fought hard. Right to the wire. I'll give my team credit. At the end, they were trying hard. We had a lot of disconnects, though. It could also be, people were having problems. Even I was having problems on my first game there. So hard fought, loss. That's okay. But we're getting closer. That SMG squad, my assaulter squad, is down to the last level of things I have to actually work on. Not that it matters for the weapon side. The workshop upgrades are that whole thing's being revised. So I'm unlocking it, but it's I hate to call things in this game meaningless, but it's one of those things that actually might be really considered meaningless. Um, but whatever, neither here nor there. All right, just give me 30 seconds, guys, and I will be right back. All right, thank you so much for waiting there for a minute. Uh, okay, so that's okay. We had a loss. It was hard. We fought hard, so I only losses only like quote unquote bother me when it's a roll, and both ways. I hate it when I get a match and the enemy team is just nowhere to be found and we steamroll it in 10 minutes because I don't get XP and I'm not really getting any additional, personal experience out of it. See that one there? That was good. The only thing that could have helped us if we would have had a little bit better armored support right from the get-go. We had armored support at the end, but sometimes too little too late is a thing in this game. So here we go. We're going to go give Tunisia another run, and then we're going to go hit the beaches of Normandy. Ooh, excuse me. All right, invasion. At least we don't have to worry about bombs. And we are defending. So, engineering squad's going first. This first point to defend it can be a little bit of a bugger. If the enemy team is smart, they'll take the hill. That's around this place, and if they take the hill, it's lights out because there's no real protected spot to put your rally point because you can't get it too close. Too close, and if there's even the slightest little hint or sneeze of combat around it, it's you won't be able to spawn. So we're gonna try here. 60 meters is usually I don't know if you want to call it an okay zone, but in my experience, 60 meters seems to be the magic number for this particular one. And it's always nerve-wracking. I hate having to always be the guy that builds the rally point right at the beginning, but because, you know, I'm not there fighting with my team. But if you don't, it's easier to lose it. Alright, now we're in the mix here. Alright. Oh, guy behind the barrels. This is I know there are better semi-automatic rifles, but man, I love the Mod 39. I think I like it because of how it reloads. M-block clips are so cool because it's in and out even faster than the stripper clips are. And you know what? Just to be that guy, I gotta do this more. My habit is always building rally points and then worrying about everything else after, but I really should be the guy who puts ammo out too. One, because your engineers will, it's not your engineers, but you'll get a higher score at the end, engineering skill. But also because, let's face it, when you're defending, you are more likely to go through ammo and need more. Whoa. Woo, panic fire. Hit fire, panic fire. Oh, lavender fields. Oh, hi. Yeah, I like this rifle. See, now our team's being smart. If you see this out here, we're doing what I like to... Ooh, I'm talking and not paying attention to the fact that that guy almost got me, but we're doing what I like to call defensive depth. We are engaging them before they get to the point they have to capture. Not only does that break up mass attacks, which is important. Yeah, I just flipped troops because that's a tank, folks. When they release the stats of this game, I want to see how many fucking tanks I've taken out. It's got to be some insane number. Anyways, yeah, so if we engage them, we break up mass attacks against us. Holy shit, another tank. My god. And by breaking up those mass attacks, it makes it easier for us to deal with the infantry that does trickle through. The only downfall right now is I am dealing with a second tank, and I have no more det packs. So, I gotta get this guy killed. As their plane crashes upside down. I don't always like to intentionally get soldiers killed, but there comes a time and a place where I need to... It's more important that I get the troopers I need. There we go. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to do. So let's go hit our rally point. And let's go take out that tank. If we can. Oh, is that tank actually driving into our point? That'd be hilarious. I actually kind of hope he does, because he will jam that entrance and make it even harder for them to do something about us. Got it. Cost me my trooper, but I could care less. So that's 2, folks. You know what, if I ever get, you know, important enough in streaming, where I can do little giveaways and stuff, I'm going to make it so that when I'm doing a stream, I'm going to be like, alright guys, I want votes to how many tanks I'm going to take out in a match. And don't worry, I won't throw the number, right? I'm going to give it my all, because if you guys have watched me play, you know that no matter what, I am in it for the, I'm in it to win it, if I can. But yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta be like, alright guys, everyone watching, how many tanks is Soul gonna take out today? And then, you know, I'd be like, alright, these guys all got the right vote. Go through the chat, and there you go. Find something appropriate to reward people with. Holy shit. Ow. Oh, good. We have armored support, finally. Okay. There is a little bit of latency, so some of that, I'll never blame latency for killing me. I'm responsible for dying. Ooh, yeah, they're up on the hill. Remember how I talked about that hill, folks? So, the thing is, though, it's move and counter move. They took the hill, no problem. We're holding that point pretty well. So I'm willing to take a moment and clear the hill. More specifically, that tank. And they actually have another tank right there. Look at that. Oh shit. I say I'm gonna clear this tank out, and I got a trooper that had hand grenades. Woo! No, no, no. You have to believe that you can do this. Oh. Shit. Well, our tank's got the right idea. He's in behind them. I actually might get in my tank. You know it's a crazy day when I do that. But their obsession with armored support right now is making me think that might be a good idea. Again, my biggest fear is doing that. I'm not going to be helping my guys with the point. So, oh, sacrifices must be made, I suppose. Alright, this guy's almost out of ammo. 3 bullets left. That's not enough. Oh, I got a Beretta? Yeah! Woo, pistol kill time. Let's do it. It is the way. Oh, oh, panic fire. Oh, it's okay. That was fucking hilarious. Oh. I think I made that guy actually take a second glance at what was happening because he was all clustered behind that one spot, and then it was just like, hey, hi, Mr. Pistol is here. Okay, so let's try this again. Ideally with a little less on the dying and a little bit more on the blowing up of the tank. I just gotta find the tanks. Alright, so if I'm lucky, I can park my squad in here. I am glad, sorry, I'm going to go back on the chat there for a second. I am glad that I'm entertaining to some degree. That's the whole point of this. It's a game I love, and if you haven't seen some of my earlier streams, that's what I'm in it for. This is a game that's an open beta. It's a game that I actually happen to be okay at, which is, you know, a shocker for me, because I am not the best player for a lot of games in the world. I just like to have fun. And I think that's part of it. I wanted to teach. The first couple of streams I made was a lot about teaching. And then later on, it's about, alright, this is how I play. This is what I do, this is what works. Because ideally, it's not that, you know, you don't keep those secrets for yourself. Those are the things that you share and show people and teach them to be better. And this fucking tank is killing us. Alright. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, you rat bastard, you shot me. Didn't you see I was busy? Oh, good, we got... See, I'm not the only one. We got some guy coming up there, too, and he's got the same thought. Blow this fucking tank to sky high. Good job, buddy. Goomba, you are my new best friend. Whew. Again. Yeah, rocket, buddy. Rocket. Woohoo! I love it when that happens and their character model gets stuck in the ground. Anyways, as I was about to say, before that distracted me, there is nothing so satisfying as a bolt action kill. You know, and that's why you'll notice I don't max out squads. I don't. Ideally, I like to have a mix. You know, if you look at how many weapon orders I have right now, I could turn every one of my squads in all my campaigns into Doom squads, as you call it. Max everything. Full on, you know, large backpacks for grenades, large backpacks for ammo, etc., etc. I don't do it. I refuse to subscribe to that gaming. Does that make me competitive? Maybe not as much, you know? I guess maybe it's an artificial handicap, but you know what? I like having all the weapons. I like being able to keep my skills up with all the guns. One, it's fun, and two, for me, it's, in a sense, I'm acting a little realistic. There were, there were some exceptions. You had squads of Soviet troops that were all submachine gun squads. Absolutely. Did exist. They had tons of them. But for the most part, I try and keep my squads balanced with weapons. A little bit of everything. Hell, my flamethrower squad has 2 guys in it that have the starting bolt-action gun. Is that smart to do in a competitive sense? God, no. But is it fun to do? Yeah, right. It's awesome. I think nothing's more satisfying than knowing I just took out 6 or 7 guys with the original bolt-action gun. You know, that's fun for me. It's a bit of a challenge. I'm going to sound a bit like a broken record, but one of my favorite sayings, and it was a sergeant who taught me this. He said, remember something when it comes to skill. He's like, you don't sharpen a knife by sharpening it against butter. And what he means by that is the only way you get a knife sharp is by grinding it up against something harder. And that's exactly what it is when I'm doing this, when I'm using weapons that are not necessarily the quote-unquote meta. That is a good player over there, by the way. He's taken out 3 of my guys, and I haven't managed to take him out yet. Although, that probably did him in. Just got to remember, it's rock, paper, shotgun. Anyways, yeah, so you get better by, constantly doing things that challenge your skill. Oh, this guy again. This is not the best bolt action to be doing this with, but... Oh, grenade. Yeah, let's get the sniper squad out. We're in good shape here. We are what? 368 left for them. And I actually do not believe that they have even managed to get their troops in on the point. So our team is doing good. We have again, we have defensive depth, which is exactly what you want. Coupled with a really good crew in the tanks. Ooh, they got snipers going up there. I know they're over there. There he is. Wasn't a headshot, so it didn't take him out right away. There we go. I brought artillery down and it just took out 3. It was a good choice. I had a feeling they were in the fields. So, a lot of times you'll see me throw grenades too, and, I'm sure someone out there is going to be like, oh my god, cheating. You killed me with a grenade, you didn't see me. Well, you know what? There's a lot of times I'll do this. I've got a feeling you're there, so I'm going to chuck it. And sometimes I'm right. And sometimes I'm wrong, and I waste an explosive pack, but who cares? Oh, bad time to reload. Alright. Oh, that's not my artillery. That's got to be theirs. Yeah, we're doing okay. This is not as stressful of a match, which is a nice change because I've had 2 real stressful ones. Oh my god, get out of my way! Whew. Oh. And that just goes to show you, you can be as good as you want to be, but, you can only defend yourself from one side at a time. And I had lots to deal with over there. Ooh, tank, tank, tank. Oh, that was not enough to do it. Oh, hi. Woo! Also, I know it's not the strongest sniper rifle in the world, but... oh, is it ever fun. And yes, you can shoot through the hay bales. People forget. They hide behind hay bales thinking it's going to protect them. Bullet penetration in this game is a thing. There is nothing more satisfying than watching a trooper hide behind something wood, for example, and me taking my anti-tank rifle and punching a hole through it. I actually remember I had to calm someone down on the forum once because he was like, I don't get it. I do this and I do this and I get killed. And I'm like, well, you can shoot through that with an anti-tank rifle. I said, so... and he showed some gameplay, and sure as shit, yeah, he was killed by an anti-tank rifle. So, into the lavender. Into the lavender. Excuse me, sir, can I interest you in a jetpack? Ooh, wasn't enough. It's damaged. Well, that was anticlimactic. He has no engine, so... and unless he gets out of the tank, because it's burning right now, it is going to blow up. So, but we'll just send another jetpack out to... there we go. And that's what I wanted. Flamethrower squad. Or you know what? Screw it. We're doing so well, these guys need experience, so they're going to come in. My machine gunners. So, I feel like they had a good idea with the motorcycle squads. Whoa, that was weird. We went through the ground for a second there. I'm just not sure I like how they implemented it. I think they need to be a minimum of 3 troopers, no matter what. And beyond just the 3 troopers part, I actually... oh, boy. Okay. Wow. I was getting knocked around by my own... oh my god, did they actually go in? No way! All this talk about them never setting foot inside, and they actually got troops in. Alright, so... now I just gotta get in here in such a way... alright, so now we're equaled, and we're good. Okay. I was gonna be like, oh my god, the one time I choose my motorcycle squad we get killed? That would have been actually kind of hilarious. Anyways, I think the motorcycle troopers, you need a minimum 3, maybe even 4. Find a way to make it so that 4 guys mount on it. Combine that, I actually think another cool thing would be the Hanomag half-tracks for the German side. I don't know what the equivalent Allied one would be, but maybe the GMC MC3 or something like that would be kind of cool. But that kind of a mobility thing would be neat. And again, make it limited so that way if you're using that, you can only have that. No, you know, it takes up one of your tank slots or something. Because honest to God, I think that would be cool. Just think of being able to drop a group of Panzer Grenadiers in enemy lines. Alright, I need ammo. I'm all out of quarters. Whew. Oh, that's blown up. Eesh, I might set myself on fire. Oh, no, I'm good. Oh, wow, we're down to 11 seconds. Shit, I was talking all that time and didn't realize we're winning. Alright, I'll just hang out here. I don't want to be the last out, as I always say. There we go. It was a hard loss that we suffered in the first match at Tunisia, but it just goes to show you, you lose, you know. I'd hate to have all these games where it's like nothing but wins, and I guess sometimes even looking at the gameplay, it's hard to describe. Oh, one more kill. One more kill for an even 100. Sometimes it's hard to describe how challenging it can be, just see me do certain things, but I tell you, it can get really nuts out there. Yeah, you know what, we're gonna go with another AT gunner in my engineering squad. I kind of like that, oh my god, these guys are maxed. I like that configuration by having another AT gunner. Sometimes I'll specialize my squads, or I'll try and make them a little bit more, not necessarily robust, but flexible. And other times, I want them to be very specific. Like in this particular case, this one's going to be very specific by having 2 AT gunners in there. Now, let's just make sure I have the weapons. And again, you'll see, I'm not giving him the best guns. I like the Carcano 1891. They need to bring the 1895 from Normandy here, the Mannlicher. Oh my god. I love it. That gun is wild. Don't need the ammo, but we do want an explosion pack. And he's good, and we're good. Okay. I do have a mission to do one in Normandy, so... And we did do our 2 in Tunisia, so let's go to... Shit, let's see if we can get all of them in. We'll end on Moscow. That, I think, would make for a pretty decent stream for the night. And we have the time. We definitely have the time tonight to do this. So, let's get it done. Normandy used to be my... It just used to be a map that was very, very tough on me. It's gotten better. A combination of certain types of hardware have come in. The Axis side has a better tank now in the Panther. But there was never a lot of good Axis players and always a shit ton of good Allied players on it. So that mix has changed since Tunisia's been launched. I think it's divided out the Allied players a little bit. Alright. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the 2 beach maps. There's this one, and then there's the one that's actually called D-Day. So, we're going to get down on the hill. Best place for me to put it, well, there's 2. I like behind this tank. It's not necessarily the sexiest place to have your rally point, but it works. It's close enough that you can make a difference, and oh, look at this. We have another engineer on our team. Oh, you are my hero, buddy. Nothing makes me happier or gives me more confidence than when I see another engineer. Because that tells you right then and there that you have someone who, you know, is going to do what it takes to win. Alright, let's, I don't think that the Engine Studios realizes that the smoke at times helps highlight the enemy troops. Holy shit. Alright, guys, we need to... Oh, you're on my side. Woo, whoops. Again, like I said, I'm lucky there's no friendly fire because I would have killed a dozen of my troops 100 times over now. Oh, come on, guys. My team needs to get in here. Whew. I know they're over the side of the bunker. They have to be. Oh. Oh, they're hiding on there. Well, isn't that interesting? Oops. Well, that was a little bit of a kamikaze. That guy flew. Oh, that was pretty awesome. Jeez Louise here, folks. Woo. It is definitely a beach fight. I feel like more of our troops kind of need to get involved at the point here, if we can. I don't know if we have air support or not. No, they do. So it's going to be a little bit suicidal to be up top, because those M8 rockets are insane. Wild. Oh. Again, when it's invasion, Like, you can't give a single F about what you do with your troops. Just pile them in at times. So you gotta play smart-ish, but you don't have to be pinpoint accurate. Because a lot of the times it's gonna come down to who reinforces the fastest on the points. You know? That's where it really comes down to. This first one is... It's a little bit hard to defend. It's not impossible. It's harder to defend. There's a lot of open areas, and if the enemy's smart and they use planes properly and they get tanks in there properly, it can be a nightmare. In this particular case, though, it looks like we're holding our own. We have armored support, which is a plus. They have air support, so that's kind of balancing one out with the other. Now, if they got some armored support in there, they might be a little bit better off. But yeah, our tanks are smart. We got one tank up here. He's probably going to take an overwatch spot. If he's good, he'll take an overwatch spot where he can actually knock them if they come up on the top of the bunker, because the top of the bunker, you're just so exposed. Alright, let me see if I can park my troopers for a change. I just don't want them all killed to artillery or air support. And yeah, when I was talking about Tunisia, this is the Mannlicher gun I was discussing. Because, you know, I say that as I failed with this gun miserably. Anyways, with the straight pull action and the bonus that my troops have to reloading with bolt action guns, like, it's just amazing. It is just so responsive for a bolt action. Shoots so much faster. Absolutely one of my favorite guns. It's not OP. It's not something where people are like, oh my god, you have the most powerful gun in the world. Nope. It is just a good gun. And in the right hands, I make it sing. I'm entirely sure there's nope, nothing there. This side. Oh, they're putting sandbags up, so that's a good sign. That's what I like to see in my opponents too. I don't want to them all to keep running up to me in the same path, because that kind of gets boring after a while. But it's nice to see they're actually making dynamic cover for themselves. The guy's building a sandbag at a time. He's trying to get his troops to advance, advance, advance. So, which is good. Good on them. Ooh. Come on, guys. We got to get in. They are contesting it again. Yes, they are trying to take it, but we must take it back. Yeah, it's a bit hip fire. Oh. Woo. Flamethrower troops, when they have to clear out bunkers, definitely not overrated. Absolutely powerful. Ooh, tank. Look, I said it. And they brought one. Well, they have two. Let's mark them both. Alright, I'm not entirely sure why they abandoned their tank there. I cannot get into mine, though. Oh, good. They took out the one. That's the importance of marking targets, right? Because your armored support might not be able to see them. Oh, wow. We have 2 rally points built there. That's kind of bizarre. I would have thought that guy would have built the rally point somewhere else. Anyways, you mark targets because in a game where it's not hit points, where one shell can drop a tank, that reconnaissance, that extra bit of reconnaissance you do for your team, can be the difference between, you know, you losing your tank or them losing theirs. Jesus. I like this gun, but I know people say it's OP. like at times that's just... There's a lot of OP-ness about weapons. Now, that's not to say that there aren't some that are better than the others. Absolutely there are. But... I've shared a lot of my theories about what this game can do to balance weapons a little bit more. One of these days, maybe I'll do a... I'm enjoying doing gameplay videos, but... You know, maybe as I get a little bit more comfortable with my audience, I'm going to do some where it's just, hey, I'm going to have a stream where I just chat about weapons, or I just chat about, you know, strategy, or do this or not do that, you know. I don't know. That might help people. Maybe it does, because, like I said, I started doing this because, one, I have a love for the game, and two, I want to help. I want to help people get better. And I want to help people enjoy it, because shit, I tell you, the amount of games nowadays where I'm going to go play it, the first thing I do is look for gameplay videos. Whew. Alright. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that was our air support. Oh my god, we have air support. Hallelujah. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. I was actually shocked. Air support is welcome, that's for sure. And they're down to 415. Not that that means anything. I've seen it on games, and actually you guys got to watch it happen in Berlin, where you do so amazing, and then all of a sudden, the tide turns. So that's why, you know, rule of thumb number one for me is don't get cocky. Fight, you know, give it 100% of the time. Alright, sorry about that, guys. That was absolutely hilarious. That does happen. My controller just decided to... I want to say desync, but that's not the word. I noticed that sometimes when certain games get patched, you can get some wonkiness with the controller. And that's literally what happened. All of a sudden, my character was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not doing anything. Sorry, so hopefully that didn't screw up the stream. My audio hopefully is coming through. I might have to check that. Woohoo! And hey, if anyone's watching this, if you guys have, you know, I am open to ideas. I am Soul Tribunal also on the Enlisted forums, you know. DM me or leave me a message on here or leave me a message in chat. Come to one of the chats and leave me a message if there's something you want to see in the game. Like I said, I am all for being instructional. I'm also for just being entertaining and an absolute moron when I play at times. But, you know, I'd love to help. I'd love to get people into this game. Or if you just want to watch me do some crazy-ass hard carries, I'm down with that too. Alright. We are pretty secure here. Oh. Air support. Their air support got me that time. Oh, finally! You know, guys, it's almost like an addiction, but I've gone so long without destroying a tank, and it still didn't do it. You know, I know the AB-41 in Tunisia is bugged, but I swear to God, the Stuart in Normandy is just as bugged. I have hit one with 2 det packs before and a Panzerfaust, and it didn't take it out. So, I swear that tank some days has a weird damage model. Okay. Sniper squad is in. Not that I really need a sniper squad per se at this point in time. But they need the XP right now, so that's why they're up. Well, our engineer's doing something. Not entirely sure what, but he's doing something. There we go. Not that a sniper squad's not important. If you see there, they only have so much cover, so... You know, you get set up as a sniper on here. Oh, look at that. You know, it's a day late and a dollar short because we don't really need the fortifications right now, but he's building fortifications on the top. I guess has decided that, he's tired of fighting them off at on the roofs. Oh, 2 enemy tanks. You know what, guys? I might just do it once. They're marked, so if I get killed, I might bring Sky Cancer in. Just to show you how absolutely... Ooh, no, not when they're trying to take the control point. I'm not going to do that. Wow. Whew. We got dug out there, folks. Like, just dug out. That was a good shell. That took out a lot of our guys. Okay. They're probably up top, maybe? Or, oh no, are they in the bunker? Oh, they might have been in the bunker. Yep. One more. Oh, look at that! Why did I not know you could do that? Okay, that's fucking cool. See, and this is what I mean. I can play this game a million fucking times, and I still would not have known that you could do that. They use sandbags to block the stairs or the ladder going in. Tell me that's not fucking cool. That is one way to make damn sure, wow, that guy had a bad day, that you take out an ingress spot into the bunker. That is badass. I'm going to have to remember that. Okay, you're my flaming Flammenwerfer guy. Alright, the countdown begins. Oh, I'm on fire. When I say the countdown begins, they are on their last tickets. I highly doubt they're going to take the point, but you know, again, never assume something's out of the realm of possibility. I've won a game with the counter counting down. So... Oh shit. That was hilarious. Very much did not see that guy. Almost until it was too late. Alright, I guess our plane had finally given up. Woohoo! Alright. Good stuff, guys. There. A win. A nice little win on Normandy. Not nearly the kills that I had reached in other games, in other matches, but it was still okay. You know what? I like it when it's balanced like that. Like, look at Patriot. Good job, Patriot. 4 tanks taken out. 3, like, look at this. We had, that's how you know you got a solid team. Now, this is my complaint, okay? So, see this guy here. 20 engineering score, okay? And yet, yeah, he wasn't getting all the kills, but he needs to be rewarded more than this. Like, that's just, call it my frustration, but I'm all for equal share of things, and he deserves a higher share for being an engineer. Because otherwise, how are you gonna coax people to play right? Like, I play it knowing that I won't get a lot of experience if I use the engineering skills, but I'm still gonna do it. Because at the end of the day, I want to help the team, right? So, anyways, my small rant, sorry. It's just, you know, I'm not just about myself. I want our team to succeed. And in order to have that happen, you got to be rewarding the players for playing correctly, right? Or, playing the way the game wanted you to play. I apparently need a trooper. Excuse me. It's been a long day. I get up early. I'm a up at 5:30 kind of guy, so I apologize in advance if during the week when I'm streaming I occasionally yawn. But I'll never even pretend to be perfect. So, yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that. All right, let's pop one of these guys out. Now, I do say I don't max out squads, which is true. I like to keep a balance of weapons. So, we are going to go with... What do you guys think? Let's put a ZK guy in there. I absolutely love that submachine gun. So, we are going to use the ZK-383. Alright, another one on Normandy, and then you guys know where we're going next. The last campaign, Moscow. Yeah, and that's, I think, if Darkflow would just... I don't know if I can find a way if they viewed my post, but I made a pretty big one about doing balancing for squads. So I used to play a game, Warhammer. I don't know if anyone's heard of it, who's watching this, but the way they balanced that game was, oh shit, we got airfield, was points values on things. So this is X effective, so it is worth Y points. And that way, yeah, you could have really, really powerful things, but you could only get a few of them. And vice versa. If something wasn't that effective, that's fantastic. It's not that effective, and you don't get nearly as many of them. So I thought that is a good balancing system. And I've seen it in other games. I've worked with it in other games where they do weighting. And weighting is just another term for, how valuable something contributes. If they did that with the weapons and the troopers that you could get in this game, I think it would make all the difference in the world for balancing. Because then something could be quote-unquote OP, but if you can only ever have one of them, and as you guys seen, I've killed people with the base weapons in this game, then it becomes balanced. Holy shit. Alright, that's one of my pet peeves, is when your troopers kind of get stuck like that. Whew. Not necessarily a good start, especially considering they're inside our capture point there. Oh, they're all in here. Holy shit. Woo! Oh yeah. Ouch. Double, triple, quadruple ouch. And they have tanks coming out the yazoo right now. Okay. Well, this might end up being a quick one on Normandy, which is okay, I guess. It just kind of sucks if my team doesn't get their heads together. But, hey, I gotta get some XP with my tank, and you guys haven't seen me play my tank too much, so there's an opportunity, and I'm gonna take it. Because they have a tank that's just chewing us right the fuck up. So, rock, paper, scissors, shotgun time, boys. Let's do this. They got air support too, so chances are we're going to see... Oh no, we're probably not going to see them take additional tickets. They have no need for it. They're kicking our asses. Stuart versus a Panther is not a fair matchup. Yeah, look at that. We just lost the second control point. Unreal. Unfortunately, you are going to see... Remember how I talked about steamrolls? Well, I feel like we're going to be on the opposite end of that. And this Stuart does not want to die. There we go. Alright. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. Gotta make the most of it, so... Let's get us... They did have another tank. Oh, there it is. Okay, so... Really in a bad spot. That should be the machine gun port. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to zoom in here. Green means you can penetrate. Got it. So when you see green, I switch to the gunner's position. The gunner's position allows me to see... Oh wow, that guy did the break dance as I killed him. See that if your tank shell is going to penetrate it. So in that particular case, I swapped to that view so that way I knew where to pop the shell to take that tank out. So there we go, 2 tanks. Not the most glamorous Normandy one, but airfield. I haven't talked about it too much, but it's a very imbalanced map. It's one of those few maps that I feel like needs a actual proper balanced pass. Because either you have the Allied forces who get thousands of extra tickets, which can overwhelm the German defenses, or you have Allied teams that get absolutely locked down and they can't do anything. Okay, that plane tried to crash into me. I am that important, apparently. That is hilarious. I also feel that the German AG is not nearly as effective as the Allied. That could just be an anecdotal whatever. I'm just trying to keep up. Oh. Ooh, tracks, engine, everything damaged. Oh, I'm on fire! No! Alright. Let's see if we can get these guys out of here. In my defense, it was a good run. Alright, there we go. We farmed a little XP there. Not that it matters. We're on the 3rd one. Oh, my team is proving that occasionally, sometimes, you need to facepalm. It's alright. If you don't have the right kind of team on airfield, you're gonna get rolled. 9 times out of 10. I will build a rally point. We are still gonna try. Like I said, you know, it's that mentality. I never give up. Assume that you can dig yourself out of any deficit. It's actually kind of like baseball, if you really think of it. So, you know, how many times have you seen those comebacks in a baseball game? Alright, so they have a tank inside, which is the exact right thing to do. The problem that I'm going to have is, how do I dig that tank out? Ooh, especially when they do that. Yeah, no, they are a very smart team. And I always like to give credit to smart teams. Oh, wow, what the hell? Oh, artillery shit. Yep, damn. Wow. Ooh! My face met a, light machine gun. Well, have a grenade, my friend. Alright. I feel like, not that it matters what I do, but let's just get another rally point set. And yeah, we're just getting rolled right now. Even more so than that Berlin match, because in this particular case, we haven't even been able to find our footing. But I will keep trying. It's funny, you know, one thing that would be actually kind of cool as well, to get paratroopers where you can basically, your squad parachutes in somewhere on the battlefield. But, like, make it a one-time consumable. You know, the squad can only do that on one of its deployments, and you gotta choose which one. Just for that extra little tactical element. Can you imagine? It'd be wild. It'd be like, and we're parachuting in. Taking the objective from behind and done. Wow, holy crap. These tanks are just... Wow, tanks and the airplanes are just chewing us up right now. Yeah, they have a very, very determined team. That's going to make it impossible for us to really gain a foothold. Like, I'm gonna try. I just gotta get on an angle with that stupid tank so I can get a Panzerfaust into it. Oh. Oh. Well, if I'm lucky, I might get my Panther out again. I don't think I'm gonna have a choice. Holy shit. Well, no one else is playing tank, so I guess it's up to me. I need XP. Oh, you know what? Come to think of it, I really got to equip this Panther crew. I have a whole whack of submachine guns, and I don't use them. Okay. Interesting to see how good my weapons get once they change it so I can upgrade weapons with bronze orders. Not that it's not going to necessarily make it game breaking, but oh man. And goodbye, Jumbo. Alright, let's go find me that Stewart now. Alright. There we go. Oh. That's okay. It's alright. I'm proud of my Panther crew. They managed to kill 2 tanks before going down, so... You know, I can't go a match without killing the tank guys. You don't want to see me get the shakes. Next thing you know, I'm, you know, selling all my weapons. Just get one more tank kill. Oh, I knew we were going to lose the control point. Okay, that was... I don't even know what the hell kind of bounce that was. Alright, well... You never know. We could do a Custard's Last Stand. Ooh, there's my favorite submachine gun. Not that I'm going to get to use it for long. Ah, shit, that's an actual spawn spot. Alright. Last stand it is inside of the hangar, baby. And then on to the Moscow. We have 1 tank. 2 tanks. Although, really, the Puma's not a tank. It's an armored reconnaissance car. I've always kind of found that funny that they picked that to use instead of something, I don't know, more reasonable versus the Stuart. It's not that it's necessarily bad, but it's definitely not my first choice. Alright. For better or for worse, folks, we are going into the barrage balloon hangar. Stens. Since when did you get Stens in Normandy? You know, you might have always been able to, and I just don't remember it. PTSD from all the Tunisia playing. Where the Sten is real. Oh, wow. If I didn't see that shadow, I wouldn't have even known that guy was there. That was pretty creepy. And we're out of ammo, but that's okay. Alright, let's switch to the next guy. I'll laugh if we do this. Come on, boys, enemy tank sighted. I think that's a jumbo. That's probably not a good thing. No. I was a good boy for Christmas. Don't be blowing me up. Shit. Pistol kill. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Believe you can do this. Nope! Damn it. Well, Panther's coming out again. Gotta try and take out their armored support.
The enemy is trying to take the control point.
For what it's worth. Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, Puma, Panther, bigger cat. Move. Oh, into a tree. Yeah. Not that it would have mattered if I had gotten in my infantry squad, but I don't even think I'm going to get a chance to do anything meaningful. It's all over, folks. This sucks, but it's okay. They did that without the extra tickets too, which is probably even more disconcerting for me, but so long as they put up a fight, I'm happy. And we had DCs again. It's okay. Alright, so let's get that reward there. 2 left to go in that. Oh, my tank gets to level up. Yes, we're adding another tanker. Alright, let's go see the boys in the tank. Mr. Treffer, you're coming in. And I have no idea why I never equipped these guys with guns. So, let's go with that. They all have pistols, but I have no idea why I didn't have submachine guns. So that way at least they could hop out and, you know... Oh, you know what? Smoke is a good idea, actually. Because if I pop smoke, I might actually be able to repair the damn thing without getting... I'm pretty sure someone else thought of that before, but I just thought of that now, and that's not a bad plan. No spare sidearms for you, sir. But we're going to give you another MP35. No medkits either available. I'm not overly concerned about medkits. If these guys get DB note, it's not gonna... It's a neither here nor there thing. Alright, back where it all began. The Moscow... Well, actually, Berlin is where technically it all began for me. That's where I started... that's where I started when I started playing Enlisted. And that was funny. I was actually scared to branch out. I was like, oh my god, I got to complete this whole campaign. Then I realized I was like, no, you know what? I don't want to burn myself out. So I think I tried. Yeah, it was Moscow next. And it was actually quite fun because when I first started Moscow, it was basically all bolt actions. There was no semi-auto rifles until late stages, and I didn't face anyone really late stage, and only a couple of submachine guns. So it was a eye opener. It I think actually helped me with my bolt action. I don't want to say skill, but just comfort level, I guess is probably the better term to use. All right, we are the attackers. I don't think we've been the attackers all day. And I need to capture a strategic point for one of the missions, so this is convenient. Attackers is a little bit more like defenders. You're kind of just throwing yourself into the grinder and hoping that what comes out the other side is good. But in this particular case here, you do have to be a little bit more methodical. You still have to put the pressure on the team, but you got to be methodical about how you do it. Because you do have a finite resource. Oh, of course, we're going to start capturing this as I build the... I'm coming. Build a freaking rally point for you guys. Okay, that's our tank. That's also our tank. That's our troopers. That's a window. This is a wall. A couple hours in a row and I do start to go a little batshit crazy, so, you know, be mindful of that. They also allow edibles in our country, so be mindful of that. Oh. Ow. Oh, there's an enemy tank somewhere. You know what? Where is... Alright, well, there we go. Captured a rally point. I didn't even have to try. That was all my team. But the concerning thing is I was killed by a TNSH cannon, which means a T-60 is nearby somewhere, and I would like to find it. Oh. I demand a recount on that one, buddy. Whew. Where is their tank? I don't have an engineer, so I can't rebuild my rally point. With the semi-auto rifles, double tapping is your best friend. Because at longer ranges, 2 bullets are needed to kill. And that's panic fire while I talk. But at short ranges, a lot of the times too, I still need that double bullets, so I double tap wherever possible. Ooh. Ooh. And sometimes you can occasionally will the capture. Go figure, right? We had a good Normandy team, a bad Normandy team, and it looks like we have a good Moscow team to start, which is nice. Woo! Oh. And then sometimes that happens. Alright, we will get the engineers out. I feel like I'm going to want to make a rally point close by. Assume nothing. And just do what is right. So yeah, if you're going to play this game, you know, it's good bits of advice. Try and follow. Be that engineer. I know they don't reward you right now. I'm hoping, you know, the devs are actually being pretty good at acknowledging where the faults are. And they've acknowledged some stuff about the engineers. They've really been working on it. The last 2 improvements that they've made in terms of patching have been to, you know, quality of life improvements for the engineers. Are they there yet? No. There needs to be a lot more work done, in my opinion, because I want players who, you know, build 20 fortifications and build those ammo depots and all that stuff. I want them to get as many points as me killing 200 troopers. Because at the end of the day, they have, you know, they've contributed to the win just as much as I have. And sometimes, if not more so. I tell you, the engineer is the most underrated class in this game. Alright, and we're in the barn. There we go. Look at that. We're halfway through already. And it's pretty low stress, to be completely honest. Unfortunately, my engineer once again got killed, so I'm just gonna have to push my squad in, get them killed. Oh shit. Woo, broom handle. Yeah, the broom handle's the Mauser C96. In case, yeah, you'll hear me reference sometimes guns, nicknames, or whatever. I apologize if you might not know what I'm talking about when I do it, but yeah. It was called that because the C96 could do, one of the variations I think could do full auto. But not just that, it had a stock that you could attach to it that literally looked like a broom handle. Wow, I have... So they haven't fixed picking up guns yet. I was gonna say, I am all out with that guy, so I have to switch. I never thought I would use all the ammunition, including his entire pistol allotment. That's crazy. Ooh. Snipes. Alright, that's fine. Let's stay out of the kill box. Oh man, that guy just had a headache. Whew. I feel like this is my fully upgraded MP35. Like, the rate of fire is just ridiculous. Very stable gun. Oh. Oh, this is the guy who's out of everything? Jeez. And he's gonna keep going. Excuse me, sir. Oh. Can I interest you in car insurance? Alright. Let's bring out the preemies. I think in every campaign I've got a premium squad of some kind. You know, my way of supporting. I always believe in supporting a game that you like. You know, you don't have to go overboard if you don't want, but I think I've got one preemie squad on every campaign. Each with their own strengths and weaknesses. This one on Moscow, though, is ridiculous. I don't want to sound weird or funky, but, you know, I like to be as honest as I can. I think the gun's a little OP. It could just be me. It could just be how I feel about the gun, but man, I tell you, it hits like a fucking brick. I think one of these days, if they do custom lobbies, I'm gonna have to use that to, I guess, toy with the gun a little bit, and just see if it's just me. Maybe it's just stabler, a little bit more a little bit more stable when firing while moving. I don't know. I just feel like it hits harder. I'll have to look at the damage specs. Actually, I bet you I can find the answer to that by looking through the weapon stats, maybe. Shit. Oh, okay, good. There's two ways you can approach this one. This is a little bit what I call the harder way, because you're a bit more exposed. The other one's just as nasty of a kill box for its own reasons. Okay, so that squad is cooked. This is kind of like I call this one a mini Normandy, because the bridge is, it's a kill zone, for sure, if you don't get fire support from your team. And then if you think about having to cross in the water, well, that doesn't help either. So the best way to handle this is if you've got fire support from your team and the enemy doesn't notice you, build a rally point up here. Now, the whole enemy not noticing you is always a challenge. But sometimes you get lucky. And I know we're capturing, but I don't care. I'm building this. Oh yeah, we're going to have time, hopefully, to do one more. I would really like to actually run the entire gambit for you guys. So, I was just looking at the time because, unfortunately, I'm in... Like I said, I get up pretty freaking early in the morning, so... Oh, shit. Hopefully that guy just did not notice where that came from. Oof. No. There we go. It can't be strong everywhere, so sometimes you just gotta force the issue. And that's exactly what we're doing. And by putting that smoke out there, they're making it so now they're gonna have to actually look through if they want to get us. Yeah, alright. Definitely a good Moscow team. Oh, come on. Sometimes when I shift around too much, well, it's a couple things. Sometimes latency you won't... Where you think you shot, the bullet's actually just slightly off, so... I remember watching a couple of my feeds and I'm like... he's dead to rights as far as I was concerned, but no, it was off just enough. Alright, let's get these last guys killed, because we're on the last capture point, and I need an engineer. It's funny with the bodies doing that, it's hard to tell who is using a med kit to bring themselves back up, and who is just like breakdancing the floor. Like, look at that guy. I think there's something wrong with your neck, buddy. Alright. Last point. You know, if they bring points values, they can actually do some other cool things where you can use a percentage, maybe, of captured weapons. Can you imagine? Like, not every weapon, but just kind of like the more common ones. I would love to see some Axis soldiers with a couple of grants. Oh my god. Although I think the rage on the forums might stop that from ever being a thing, but I think it'd be kind of cool. Captured weapons. A grand campaign thing, I think, also is on the high list of things I'd love to see. Get a little procedural generation on the go, and then combine that with, you know, a grand campaign where you've got to, you know, you got this tug of war almost over zones. So say we pick, alright, we're going to attack northern Russia, you know, they pull two teams, we win the fight, Germany advances into Russia. And then, you know, but 3 days later, they could have been while you've been sleeping or whatever, or at work, had a nice counterattack, and you've now lost more ground. I know, I'd love to talk to these guys and actually kind of brainstorm some ideas. I have helped in a few games in my time, and I don't pretend to have the answer to everything, but I think I could help. And you know, given that this developer actually has a habit of listening to people at times, you never know. I could actually help make something good. Whew. Damn it. Come on. Alright, so This guy has a literal fuck ton of explosives. So let's put them to use. Oh. No fair. Oh yes. The pseudo sniper squad / we all have assault rifles. Fuck it, we're leaving it on fully auto. Do we have a tank? Why do we have tanks? Okay, see, so this is a complaint. Our guys, our beloved team, I love them. But we have tanks when we really don't need them right now. Oh, wow. Holy shit! That must be their main reinforcing spot. That's, fuck it. Wow. That took quite a bit. Oh, you know what? This guy built a nice rally point, too. I like that spot. Holy shit, man. I ran into half their team. That was not convenient. Where's the exit? Oh. Oh. That's always sucks when they build them that way. Alright, 413, guys. Let's get it together. Ooh, shit. Man, this is why you don't assume that just because it's been going well, that you're going to win it. Because their counterattack that they're putting up right now is a worrisome one. Alright, we're in. Love to know where the rest of my fucking troops are. Shit! I seriously missed with all those bullets. Come on. I believe in you. Got it. Got just a slight bit nervous there. I'd hate to see us feather that one at the end. That would have been embarrassing. Alright, there we go. Another good team. Alright. Oof, that mission is not going to happen. I'm not good with artillery. I definitely could use to improve that, but that is not going to happen instantaneously, that's for sure. Alright, folks. Let's do this. The last one in. And then you guys in this stream will have seen it all. You'll see a hard carry, an easy battle, you know, pretty heartfelt loss in Tunisia, and then some crazy wildness in Moscow. Like, it's just been a little bit of everything tonight, which is nice. And that's the thing. It's the game's got that kind of variety to it at times where you can go in and you could be the fucking best player on the team and get just rolled. Yeah, and then that loss in Normandy too. That was pretty rough. All right. We are in Moscow for a conquest being the last one. Not necessarily my favorite way to end a match, but conquest is what they want to give us. This is actually my wife's favorite map for Moscow. She is a crazy sniper. And I'm not just saying it because she's my wife and that she might smother me with a pillow if I don't acknowledge it, but she's good at what she does in this game. And her and I play, we just sort of know each other. We know what we're going to do, we know what we need to do, and we just get it done, which is fantastic. It's what makes us flow and work well together. And if you give her a sniper rifle and a perch, yeah, she'll control a lane for days. Way better than I ever could. But, you know, that's why we complement each other, because we each have our strengths and weaknesses. And her weakness is assault. She is not always good at those split-second decisions, whereas I suck at the tedious, just beat you to death with the butt end of the gun. How's that? Where I'm not so good at the long-range sniping. I work better with, I don't know, up close and personal sometimes. Not that I can't do it, but... Or if she's on my team, I don't even need to. Hell, I run some games without a sniper squad whatsoever. I actually don't think I have snipers in Berlin for that very reason, because to me, I suck at it, so... You know, I don't want to be a detriment to my team. Alright, let's take, see if we can get Charlie. Currently, neither team is winning. I cannot believe they call this fucking thing a sniper rifle. That is an insult to sniper rifles. It's an assault rifle with an ACOG scope on the top of it. My only slight against the weapons that are in Moscow is this one. I'm okay with the Beretta because they limited it to 20 rounds, which is probably accurate for early year Berettas. I think that was the standard issue for police forces or something like that. Let's get a grenade in there. Oh shit. Aw. Alright, that's okay. It's gonna be one of those hold the line matches, I think. Alright, so, oh wow, look at all those sandbags going up. I feel like they're fortifying Bravo. I don't know if it's our team that's fortifying it or if it's theirs, really. Oh well. Not that it matters. Let's go in. Let's bring in the pseudo sniper squad. Yeah, this map here is just nuts. There's all sorts of corridors and areas to control. Like, you could be walking down the street and have it under wraps. Oh, good, a tank! See, I was going through withdrawal. I didn't want to admit it, but someone on the enemy team was nice enough to oblige my addiction. And that is one less tank to worry about. Yeah, that's what I mean, like, you gotta watch the windows. You gotta watch the corridors, because you can take one path and have the street cleared and then be shot to pieces from the upper windows, and that's a common one. Actually, one of the favorite strategies I've seen a lot of Soviet players use on this is they'll take, like, a building like this, which isn't technically an objective or anywhere else, and they will fortify the living shit out of the top, and it becomes a deadly corridor. You get funneled down the streets a lot of the times, and they will just annihilate you. And good on them, like, that's the right strategy. Alright, oh, we lost Alpha. Nothing matters, we got Charlie and Bravo in good hands. Whew. Assuming we have a Stuka? I had to switch, I was running out of ammo. I have played the Allies a little bit. I know I really should probably play them a little bit more. I don't have as much desire to play the Soviet side. But I think at one point I will. If it ever gets to the point where it's boring. Or if, you know, someone wants to see it for whatever reason, then I'll do it. You know? I'm open to giving it a whirl. It's just I've never enjoyed, I don't like their rifles. I've picked them up when you could pick up weapons in this game. I'm not a big fan of their bolt actions. Their submachine guns, though, are something else. They are wild. High rates of fire. Very deadly. Woo! Ow. That moment when you jump out of a building. Yeah, our team's just rolling them. And again, this is, you know, the disadvantage. We got a team, our team now, that's absolutely rolling them. So, experience-wise, I'm not going to get as much. Like, I even don't mind it when I take a loss, but, you know, we fight the living hell out of it because I get a shit ton of experience. And, you know, there's still a game progression. Actually, I think that's one of the reasons I like this versus some other games. Is because even if you know, if you're a good player, even an average player, and you do well, you're rewarded for it. You get weapon orders, you get troop orders, and all that other stuff, so you're still rewarded for it. You get something out of it. Now, of course, naturally, the better you do, the more of them you're going to get, but at least you get something, so there is a rewarding progression, and woo! Yeah, so I'm going to have to get that submachine gunner out of there. There's a guy dug into C right now who has just wiped out my squad all along the street. Oh, he saw me, son of a bitch. Oh. I shelved it. That was funny. I was hoping he wouldn't notice me and I could just flip the jetpack in there, but yeah. Unfortunately, I was a little too noticeable. Let's see if I can take Alpha. Woo! Good shit. Yeah, they took Alpha and they're pushing for Bravo. Is that another tank? It is. Another T-60 maybe? Alright, I got det packs, so I'm not worried there. Oh shit, this guy's got 3. Yeah, it's a T-60. Okay. Not that it matters what tank it was, but it's just... I'm all for visual. Know thy enemy. Aww. Ew. Alright. I know that wasn't nearly as exciting as other matches have been today, but a good way to finish it off. A little bit of an easy fight. No, still a good one. I'm still happy with how they did. No, look at that. I got my final stuff. Battle Pass is done for the day. Which gives me another Silver Trooper. Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for everyone who stopped by today. And I got another follower today, which is awesome. I'm really enjoying the fact that people are, you know, coming in to watch what I'm doing and to watch the gameplay of this and just to listen to me blab on about God only knows what. I don't have any more streams scheduled until probably the weekend, and I'm not quite sure when I'm doing them. Halloween is Sunday after all. But I will try and be on at least once on the weekend to stream another game of Enlisted. And again, like I said, drop me a DM on the Enlisted forums or send me a message here and let me know if there is something you want to see in particular. Anywho, thank you again, and until next time, I'll see y'all later.